Stock market halo effect. A look at the non-tech widely held stocks dragged up by AI to unusual and risky valuations. We're going to look at Costco, Walmart, Deere, and Caterpillar. These are stocks that have done very well, mostly up near their all-time highs and riding the wave of AI when they're not really AI. But there are reasons why investors look at them as being positively affected by AI. We're going to talk about that. And we're going to look at the charts and we're going to see that, well, while there is credibility to what investors do believe about these stocks, they've gotten way out ahead of themselves. And we'll talk about that and where the correction could possibly come. And of course, along the way, teach you the style of analysis that I love to do. We'll look at the first one here, which is Costco, and it gives me a good opportunity to talk about cycle analysis also. And I want you to make sure that you do check out our special we have for a cycle analysis workshop. So what we're looking at here is the Costco chart, and on the bottom you have some lines there, and this explains cycle analysis. First of all, you have the harmonic families, which essentially is made up of a dominant cycle and minor cycles. Sometimes the minor cycles are very visible. There could be minor thirds, they could be minor halves or minor quarters. It all depends on how the energies lay out. And that's what cycle analysis is just an exploration of the market energies, the different time frames that you could have, investors or swing traders or day traders even affecting the markets. And the longer the cycle, the longer the holding period, essentially. In this case, we're looking at the weekly chart of Costco. And you can see in here the very clear harmonic families and the rhythms. Now, these yellow areas right over here are when the dominant cycle and the minor cycle get into their troughing area. Now, they could peak well before that, and they could peak very late in the cycle. And when they peak way late in the cycle, we call that a right-hand translation. And when they peak early in the cycle, as this one did, that's called a left-hand translation. And the lines that you see on here, this is the reversal scout, which is a proprietary level 4 askSlim indicator. And this is a 34-week moving average, which often is where even a positive situation, the price moves back towards that level or to it when you get into these corrective periods right over here. Now, what is this right over here? Well, this is showing you the shape of the dominant cycle and the minor cycle inside of it. And you can see that there are 3 clear cycles right in here, the minor thirds. And this one you can see was positive. So you did this, and when you have an upward force here of the dominant cycle and a downward force from the minor cycle, that's what builds pennants and consolidations. And you can see that right in there. And then when they break out of those, then the dominant force pushes up again, as you could see right in here. Now, in this cycle, you could see the minor thirds. The first one was positive, but note, it made a double top. That told you that there was a situation here where the stock could be topping. And you could see in here where you had this cycle right over here. Now look what happened on this cycle. It didn't make a higher high. It actually made it about maybe close to halfway up. That was a resistance area. And came down and then formed negatively. You can see that. That tells you that the next cycle most likely will be negative, and that's exactly what you saw right over here. And then when they both came down together, you got the biggest declining phase right there, just as you did right over here. So now let's examine the cycle we're in now. But before that, let's talk about the Costco situation. It is now trading 40% above the median PE. That is an extraordinarily high level for a stock like Costco. Well, what's the AI angle? Well, the narrative is that AI enabled quality retail. And this is using AI/ML for demand forecasting, looking at the shrink and the waste, all of that, getting reduction from that, and supply chain optimization. So those are the AI benefits. Of course, this is not an AI stock, but they're that does overall improve profitability through efficiency. Is it worth 40% above the median PE? Well, I don't think so. So now let's look at right over here this cycle that we're in right there. And you can see that what's happened was that the first minor third in here, well, it was turned out positive. Now the second one right over here is struggling, you know, it can't really, it got up and made these long tails right in there, and then is stalling. So you can see it's stalling well below those peaks right over there. Let's go back to these diagrams here. And you can see that, well, here's your first minor third. And the second one is just flat. It's not going anywhere. And then this next declining period comes out into June, maybe July. Now, you'll note, if you watch the full show, that I'm talking about a pullback in the stock market into June. So often you have the key stocks timed very similarly to that. Now let's look right over here, and you can see that coming into the fall period, into September, October, is when these align up. So when you're looking at this overall structure, the big dominant cycle not being able to get to the higher highs, this minor third forming in a flat way, it really gives you pause. At least me as an analyst saying the upside opportunity right in here has been missed. Doesn't really have it. Look at the momentum in here as it just barely flattens out and curls up, not able to turn up sharply as it did, of course, in this one right over here and this here. So I'm using a lot of the messaging in here from the indicators and from the cycle formation to tell me this stock is not going higher. The probability of an advance versus the probability of a correction or a pullback really favors the downside. And this 40% above median PE is likely to come into play. So that says that the best for this year has probably been seen in Costco, and very likely to get some correction. So maybe it goes from 40% above PE to 20% above PE, and maybe this cycle here still forms in a positive way. But we're talking about the stock potentially coming down from 900 from this peak right over here of 1,040, maybe down to over here 900, maybe down and test the cycle low at about 850. So that gives you an idea. Now I'm not going to go through the other stocks with this detail, but I wanted to bring in the cycle analysis and momentum analysis and the visual shape that we do in cycle analysis, and our whole team does this, where they look at things broken down in this way to be able to make assumptions. My assumption here, the stock overpriced, too much AI being built into it, and investors already showing you that as they're not able to lift the stock up to a new high while the market is making a new high. So that's my long look here at Costco. The next three stocks we're going to look at I'm going to do much faster. So let's take a look here at Walmart, the next one. Now this one is a similar situation in that you have, again, the cycles laid out here for you. And the Walmart picture is very similar to what we're looking at that I just showed you in Costco. This is 40% above the median PE. It makes sense, when you look at two retail stocks, that they're going to look pretty similar. And you can see in here, look at how this cycle came down and tested the 34-week, In that case, it's probably down to about $118, $120 in here. And it could easily give up, 15, 20% in price. And look at the timing here. This comes down into this June, July period. So that's in alignment with what we're looking for. Remember, these boxes you see are the support zones. So this support was built off of this trough to this peak right there. And here's your 34-week moving average coming right over there. And momentum, you can see it's been wobbly as it's going up here. It hasn't gotten back up to the new high. And pretty likely at some point soon, the sellers are going to come in and start thinking about, well, is this AI angle enough? Well, the story is this is AI-powered retail. They have AI inventory control They have AI pricing evaluation and a lot of automation that Walmart has put in. There's a lot of hope that the automation is really going to help the company. And if you project out over here, and you could see that, it's pretty likely what's going to happen here is that this will be a positive cycle. And then what happens after that is the period here into this next rising phase. Well, that could make a new high. That would be what the positive structure would look like. But right now, with this high valuation, pretty likely to get a correction. Let's take a look here at the next one we're going to look at, and that is Deere. Now, Deere, of course, is in the business of agricultural equipment. And you can see in here in the cycle analysis, it looks really clear. Look at the beautiful 1/3 cycles that you see in there. And look at the size of this decline and where momentum got negative. And as the market moves up, this rising phase here on the minor third, this one also has minor thirds that are very clear, you're not getting any rally. So when the market softens, you know that this is very likely to have poor relative strength. Look at that downturn momentum in here, and the rising phase not able to turn it upward. Look at this rising phase momentum turned up. This one turned up. Every one of those turned up. This one can't. This is exceptionally weak when you look at this. The Deere about 40% above its median PE. I'm sorry, that's in there incorrect. This actually should be changed because that's a mistake. It's 70% above its median PE. This is extraordinarily high based on the AI angle, precision agriculture tractor software. The ability for potentially autonomy, tractors out there driving themselves and doing the work. See and spray, they call it, data platforms and subscription style services, harnessing the AI boom and driving the future of farming. That is their tagline right now. And that is the reason why it's 70% above its PE, its median PE, but you could see it's not performing. And the stock very likely is going lower. You could see because this negative and this formation in here is negative, I have the projection in here on the downside. It's reasonable to see this stock at 525. That's maybe a 15% drop or more on the downside, because this cycle here into July, aligning nicely, is giving you a picture of a declining situation, likely. And then the next minor cycle, which aligns right over there, goes out into the beginning of next year. This is not a good picture. If I were a long holder in this stock, I would want to reduce because it's not performing. You could be better in cash or be better somewhere else. And the last one I'm going to show you is Caterpillar. And this, of course, no longer in the farming equipment business. They sold that off, but in the business of supporting, the heavy machinery needed in mining, and that's really where their business is, and also now building for AI. 150% above their median PE. You can see right up over here, been very strong. In this case, it has minor half cycles that you can see in there that are fairly clear. And look what happened when this one turned up. It exploded to the upside with great momentum. Here's where your supports are right now. The angle is they build generators, turbines, backup power, and heavy equipment for data center buildouts. Well, there's some real AI usage. Plus, they have an earnings base that is strong from their metals and machinery. So their business is really expanded. 150% above the median PE. Well, look at the monstrously strong cycle of shape that you have right over here, and the monstrously strong shape that you have right over there. This is a quite bullish scenario in here for the longer term. 150% above median PE. Look at this corrective phase right out over here where they line up. This one brought, a sizable decline from 409 down over here to 268. So this was a huge decline. This one almost unmeasurable from 625 down over here to 555. So it's about 80 points right over there in just a couple of weeks. Whenever this peaks over here, well, it's probably at least $150 on the downside. For support over here is 770 right there. So that would be 120 points on the downside or 160 points on the downside. So whenever this begins to roll over, then that's where your correction is again out into the summer. We have a lot that's lining up to corrections out into the summer. 150% above the median PE. This is not your AI stock like some of the other ones that are just, have extraordinary moves. This is really a beneficiary of AI that is clear, but still crazy on the upside. Let's look for a correction and a buying opportunity for Caterpillar, maybe down somewhere between under 800, maybe as low as 730 on the downside into the summer time frame, and one that really looks like keep the radar on for an investment. That is the look here of these non-tech widely held stocks dragged up by AI in this halo effect to risky valuations, likely to correct. Some of them maybe still good for an extension into the after a summer correction back to the upside. Caterpillar, well, that one looks phenomenal and maybe a great buying opportunity, but for now, these stocks just up there in this halo effect.